Mr. Speaker, will you please call the House to order?
The House will come to order. Imam Shahidullah will offer a prayer.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most merciful, most gracious. إن الله يأمركم أن تودوا الأمانة إلى أهلها وإذا حكمتم بين الناس أن تحكموا بالعدل إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به إن الله كان سميعا بصيرا. Indeed, Allah commands you to render trust to whom they are due. And when you judge between people, to judge with justice. Excellent is that which Allah instructs you. Indeed, Allah is ever hearing and seeing. وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنْ تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ إِن كُنتُمْ تُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ وَأَحْسَنُ تَأْوِيلًا. Oh, you have believed over Allah and over the Messenger and those in authority among you. And if you disagree over anything, refer it to Allah and the Messenger. If you should believe in Allah and the last day, that is the best way and the best result. Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, everybody.
Visitors are invited to join the members in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A quorum being present, the clerk will read the journal of Monday, February 29th. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I move to dispense with the further reading of the Journal of Monday, February 29th, and that the same stand approved.
Without objection, so ordered. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. Let me first of all apologize for the late start. I had a bit of a what they call wardrobe meltdown, I think is in the vernacular, so my apologies. I do want to note, Mr. Speaker, I want to just talk a little bit about some things that have happened on this date in history. But before I do that, February 29th doesn't come around very often, and one of our colleagues, a dear friend, the Minority Leader, had a birthday yesterday, and I do want to acknowledge February 29th, Jane Corwin's birthday. And since it happens infrequently, I wanted to make sure we wished her a very happy birthday. We won't say how many birthdays she has celebrated, but it's very few. I also want to just acknowledge a couple things that have happened on this date in history. For instance, on this day in 1961, Mr. Speaker, and colleagues, President John Kennedy signed an executive order establishing the Peace Corps, encouraging mutual understanding between Americans and people of other nations and cultures to this day. 8 years ago today, the fifth ship of the United States Navy to be named after New York State was christened. The bow stem of the ship was formed using the steel from the World Trade Center and bears a shield with two bars symbolizing the Twin Towers and a banner with the slogan, "Never Forget." As Navy Commander Quentin King put it, the ship symbolizes the strength and resiliency of the citizens of New York as it sails forward around the world, and how appropriate. And on this day, to a lighter note, in 1969, baseball legend and New York Yankees center fielder and first baseman Mickey Mantle announced his retirement from professional baseball. So with that as a backdrop, let me just describe, if I might, for members, what our schedule for the day is going to be. Members have on their desks a main calendar There are 23 new bills on the calendar, beginning with calendar number 389 and ending with 411. After introductions and housekeeping, we will begin our work on consent, beginning with calendar number 389 on page 53. When we're concluded with that, we will pick up on consent where we left off last week with calendar number 134, which is on page 17. Members of the following committees should also be aware that we will be having these two committee meetings off the floor, banks and insurance. So at the appropriate time, I will call on Ms. Robinson and Mr. Cahill and the members to go to the Speaker's conference room for those committees. Majority members should be aware that there will be the need for a conference once our work on the floor has been completed, and I will certainly consult with my colleagues in the minority as to any conference needs that they might have. So with that as a general outline of what our day will look like, Mr. Speaker, if there are introductions and housekeeping, this would be the appropriate time to take them up.
Mr. Morelli, we will take care of housekeeping first. On a motion by Mr. Miller, page 9, calendar number 40, bill number 763A, amendments are received and adopted. And appropriately, Mr. Miller for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, once again, we have the Bangladeshi American Advocacy Group here for their day here at the legislature. We have a number of people I would like to introduce, but first I'd like to thank Imam Shahadullah for giving our opening prayer today. And in addition, we have the First Lady of BAG, Meharoon Nessa, with us, please. Okay. Utaki Harun, Nazarene Sultana, Farida Kabir, Dr. Muhammad Billah, Nasima Akhtir, Mir Masoom Ali. We have the chairman, Kamal Buyan. Kamal, stand up, Kamal. Okay. We have Abdul Aziz Buyan, Nazi Al Muntasir, Mohammed Shabuluddin, Shorf Uddin Chisti, and we also have Dr. Jahangir Kabir. I'd like to ask you to offer them the cordialities of the House and thank them for being here. Thank you.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Miller, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly, the People's House. You are extended the privileges of the floor. We hope that you have had a good trip here to Albany and that you continue to come and share this special day with us. Thank you so very much and be blessed. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Weprin on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I, too, am very proud that I represent one of the largest Bangladeshi American communities in the Jamaica Hill, and Briarwood area in particular. And I, too, want to join Assemblyman Miller and others in welcoming the Bangladeshi American Advocacy Group here today. And we appreciate you coming up each and every year. And please enjoy the day and coming up and advocating for so many of issues of concern to the Bangladeshi as well as the Muslim American community.
Mr. Sepulveda on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also want to welcome members of the Bangladeshi American community. As you know, I have a very large emerging Bangladeshi population in the Bronx. Thank you. The best place in the world to live, and we welcome you. The Bangladeshi American community has contributed so mightily to our district. They've done so many things to help our community a better place to live, along with the Muslim community. So I welcome you all, and please help me offer them the cordialities of the House.
Ms. Peoples-Stokes on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to rise and join my colleagues in welcoming these wonderful guests to our chambers. As a representative of a district that is newly becoming a district that is frequented by the Bangladesh community, I certainly know that they are welcome in New York State, and they're certainly welcome in Buffalo. And so I want to take this opportunity to welcome them to our chambers as well. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Mr. Delan on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I, too, would like to join with my colleagues in welcoming the Bengali American Society to this chamber. I have the great privilege of representing a large number of Bengalis in the city line portion of my district. They are a good and humble people with a strong entrepreneurial spirit, a strong sense of family, and a credit to not only my district and city, but this great state. And I would like to welcome them and extend all the privileges to the floor to them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Ms. Hyman on the same subject.
Thank you for this, allow me the opportunity to address the Bangladeshi community in the northern part of my district, District 29, the Jamaica area. We have a strong immigrant population of Bangladeshis who have been so very supportive to myself and to the community at large. So thank you, Shabul, for reminding me that you all were coming up today. Continue your advocacy and your work in making this community and this district your home. Thank you.
Mr. Moyer on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to also welcome the Bangladeshi community. As you and I both know, that we represent an area that is probably the most diverse district in the entire country. We have a large population of Bangladeshi folks that live in our area, and I was just really proud to meet two individuals right here from Queens, also here supporting not only their community, but also advocating for the DREAM Act. And I would love for you to extend the cordialities of the House, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Certainly. Again, on behalf of Mr. Miller, Mr. Weprin, Mr. Sepulveda, Ms. Peoples-Stokes, Mr. Delan, Ms. Hyman, Mr. Moyer, the Speaker, and all the members, once again, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly and commend you on the spirit and energy that you bring to our House. Thank you so very much for being here, and always be welcome to come back. Ms. Rosenthal.
One second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. One moment, please. I rise to introduce a few people who are in the chamber today on the occasion of World Lymphedema Day, which this body will declare later on in session. Can you please have people quiet down?
Sure. We'll wait 1 minute, Ms. Rosenthal, until the gallery clears out. Okay, if we can settle down so we may hear the introductions. Ms. Rosenthal, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to recognize a few people in this chamber who are here because later on today we will vote on a resolution commemorating World Lymphedema Day here in New York State. It's estimated over 150 million people worldwide and up to 10 million Americans suffer from lymphedema, which occurs when the body's natural lymphatic drainage system is damaged, blocked, or does not develop properly. This condition results in extreme swelling that impairs mobility function and can cause pain and significantly impair quality of life. We have today with us Bill Rapisi, who is Executive Director of Lymphatic Education and Research Network. They're indefatigable advocates for people with lymphedema and for finding a cure. We also have with us Nicholas Hernandez, who is a 5-year-old boy from Riverhead, Long Island. He is the constituent of Assemblymember Palumbo, And he is a youth ambassador of the Lymphatic Education and Research Network. And he's been given this honor for his extraordinary efforts to promote lymphedema awareness and research as somebody who experiences this disease every day. So, Mr. Speaker, please give the cordialities of the House to William Rapisi and to Nicholas Hernandez and their families and everyone gathered here today.
Certainly. Mr. Palumbo on the same topic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And as so eloquently said by Ms. Rosenthal, I'd like to congratulate everyone and congratulate Nicholas for his hard work as a constituent of mine. And I would also ask that you please extend the cordialities of the House to all of those involved. Thanks again.
Certainly. On behalf of Mr. Rosenthal, Mr. Palumbo, the Speaker, and all members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor. We appreciate that you've taken the time to come and share this day with us and also educate us as to the cause that you are representing. Thank you so very much. You will always be welcome here. Thank you. Mr. Saladino.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are very privileged to be visited by some exceptional individuals who work and advocate in the field of substance abuse and rehabilitation. I join with my colleagues Brett Thiel, Steve Engelbright, Michael Fitzpatrick, and Michael Montesano in welcoming Bob Challoner, who is the CEO of Southampton Hospital, Dr. Christy Golden, the Associate Director of Stony Brook Hospital, Pat Peterson, the Vice Chair of the Board of Dynamic Youth Community, and Joe Perlstein, a parent activist, also very active with Dynamic Youth Community. Both Bob Challoner and Christy Golden are working with a very important program called SBIRT, Screening, Brief Intervention, and Referral to Treatment. This is a new county-wide effort in Suffolk County, and this is a charge led by Stony Brook and designed by Dr. Christy Golden, who has worked so hard on so many initiatives, including playing a very important role in writing most of Suffolk County's initiative on the issue of heroin and prescription drug abuse. I was fortunate enough to work with her going back 5 years ago when she joined my task force on heroin and prescription drug abuse, where we made a big dent in getting the word out, in making sure people understand the need for the provider and not the insurance company to decide how treatment takes place. And clearly, she's working with Southampton Hospital and partnering with all of many of the groups in Suffolk County to continue and better that effort. Their goal is to reduce substance abuse in Suffolk County. And by the way, it's the only county in New York State to roll out this type of a SBIRT effort in all hospitals in the county. It's really an amazing program. Pat Peterson has been very active with this issue for some time. She has worked hard to bring many groups together in Nassau County, and with Dynamic Youth Community, they're making a tremendous impact. Joe Perlstein is one of those parents who reaches deep within his heart on a personal level and uses his personal experiences to make sure that our members and our staff understand that this problem continues to grow, and all of the efforts that we make here in terms of access, in terms of continued attention and the proper funding, and all of the many efforts we make here in the Capitol will trickle down to save lives in our community. So, Mr. Speaker, I would greatly appreciate not only with the joining of my colleagues who also may want to say a few words, to thank Bob Challoner, Dr. Christy Golden, Pat Peterson, and Joe Perlstein, not only for joining us, but for their tremendous efforts that have made a difference in so many lives, have made a difference in the institutions that are poised to help our communities and help those suffering from substance abuse, and bring the efforts together in a method that will increase those services. And once we follow the example that they set for us, substance abuse will be on the decline, and we'll be doing so much more to save lives. I appreciate this opportunity, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Thiel on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also wanted to rise today to join in with the introduction that Assemblymember Saladino made for all four of our guests, but particularly for two of them that I know extremely well, which is Bob Challoner, the CEO of Southampton Hospital, and Christy Golden from Stony Brook Hospital. Both of them have been extremely involved with a task force that I had set up in my district with regard to school-based mental health services, which has turned out to be a tremendous success. The focus and the need to get away from the stigma of mental health issues and to provide the necessary services, especially among our youth, is extremely important. They have been greatly involved in that on the east end of Long Island. And I also just want to say a few additional words about Bob Challoner, the CEO of Southampton Hospital, who has done a magnificent job in, first of all, turning around the direction of the hospital, very much involved in the current efforts to join together with Stony Brook Hospital. And I dare say, I will take this opportunity also. My wife had an accident. She tripped and fell down the stairs and broke her leg about 2 weeks ago and had to be rushed to the emergency room. And great service was provided by Southampton Hospital. And I know also, Mr. Speaker, that when your late father was at Southampton Hospital, Mr. Challoner took great care to make sure that all was well with your dad also. So we really need our community hospitals. They're a great part of the healthcare network. And I just want to thank all of our guests today, but also in particular Christy and Bob for joining us here today. Thank you.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Saladino, Mr. Thiel, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here, these great health professionals, to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor. We are always pleased to hear about the life-saving efforts that you're taking relative to the problem of substance abuse in our communities. And then personally, from my family to Southampton Hospital, I want to thank you for the care that you gave my dad in his final days. Thank you so very much. Mr. Magnarelli.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to introduce to our House Dr. Larak Arena, who has recently took over as the new president of SUNY Upstate Medical Center in Syracuse as of January 15th. She was previously the chair of the Department of Pediatrics at Maimonides Medical Center and vice president of its Infants and Children's Hospital of Brooklyn, and a professor of pediatrics at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, Yeshiva University. She is the first woman to lead SUNY Upstate Medical Center. Dr. Larak Arena received her MD from the University of California at Los Angeles School of Medicine and her BS in chemistry from UCLA. Her internship and residency were completed at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, University of Pennsylvania, where she was a Robert Wood Johnson Fellow in General Academic Pediatrics. Dr. Larak Arena is a nationally and internationally recognized expert in injury prevention, child abuse, adolescent health risk behaviors, and issues critical to healthcare delivery in underserved communities, and is the recipient of numerous academic research, community, and public service awards. Dr. Arena has also brought with her to the chamber a number of other individuals from Upstate Medical Center. From a faculty representative, Dr. Deborah Buchan, College of Medicine representative George Tavian, College of Medicine representative Alicia Marhevka, College of Graduate Studies representatives Nicholas Stam and Aisha Lubiga, College of Health Professionals representative Leanne Spingler, and Linda Viet and Dan Hurley from Government and Community Relations. Mr. Speaker, I ask that you welcome Dr. LaRock Arena and also all of the people that she's brought with her from Upstate Medical Center and offer them all of the privileges and cordialities of the House. Thank you very much.
Ms. Hunter on the same subject.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to join my colleague, Mr. Magnarelli, in welcoming this group from SUNY Upstate Medical University and Hospital. Upstate is a critical part of the Central New York economy as the largest employer in Onondaga County. However, it is also taking a leading role in providing health care to the neediest among us through its free medical clinic, providing assistance with prescription costs, diagnostic testing, and insurance screening in addition to basic medical care. Mr. Speaker, I ask that you extend to them, again, the privileges of the floor and the cordialities of the House.
Certainly, on behalf of Assemblyman Magnarelli, Assemblywoman Hunter, we welcome you here, Doctor, and your staff here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor. We commend you on the work that you're doing to protect that community upstate and also to ensure the good health of all of our citizens. Thank you so very much, and for your long and distinguished career. Welcome. Mr. Santa Barbara.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me to interrupt for the purposes of an introduction. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome to the Chamber students and administrators from the Bryan and Stratton College in our area. This is an institution that was started in 1854 and offers so many educational opportunities to so many in the area, including students that are here visiting us from the city of Schenectady, which I represent. I'm very pleased to introduce Kirsten Burrows, Teresa Colon, Edward Hake, William Rivas, Shawanta Scarborough, Michael Gutierrez, and Michael Marcoux. All here from the Bryan and Stratton College. They are here to advocate for the success of their school and the many programs they have to offer that are helping our students succeed in life. Very happy to have them here today in the Chamber. Mr. Speaker, if you would welcome them to the Chamber and extend to them all the cordialities of the House.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Santa Barbara, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome the students here to New York State Assembly. We commit to you and extend to you the privileges of the floor. We thank you for your efforts in advocating for your causes today, and we hope that your educational objectives are met. Thank you so very much, and we appreciate you coming to visit us. Mr. DeLon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me to interrupt the proceedings. I also would like to invite, extend the greetings to individuals from the Trey Whitfield School in the East New York section of Brooklyn. We have with us here Ms. Janie Whitney, if they could please stand, who helps run the school. Deborah Johnson, Megan Norman, Alfonso Forrest, and Diana Belton. If we could all extend them the courtesies and the privileges of the floor, Mr. Speaker, I would be greatly...
Certainly. On behalf of Mr. DeLon, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here, great citizens of Brooklyn, here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor. We hope that your visit here today to Albany will be fruitful and beneficial, and we hope that you will always feel free to come back. Thank you so very much.